Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Senior Night here at Alexander Stadium. Our first marching band senior tonight is our bass guitarist and trombone player, Noah Bishop. Noah has been involved in marching band 5 years, audio hype 5 years, D&D club 4 years, musical 4 years, winter percussion 2 years, concert band 1 year, symphonic band 1 year, men's chorus 4 years, jazz band 4 years, and pep band 4 years. After high school, he plans to attend college and major in music education. Noah is escorted by his parents, Adam and Jennifer Bishop. Ladies and gentlemen, Noah Bishop. Our next senior mellophone player is Riley Burris. Riley has been a member of marching band for 5 years, symphonic band 4 years, jazz band 4 years, and boys tennis 3 years. She is hoping to attend the University of Cincinnati next year to study film and media. Tonight, Riley is escorted by her mom, Patricia Neal, and her brother, Tucker Neal. Ladies and gentlemen, Riley Burris. Our next marching band member is Skylar Carey. Skylar is a member of our front ensemble where she plays piano and guitar. Skylar has been involved in many activities including soccer 1 year, Harry Potter Club 3 years, audio hype 3 years, marching band 3 years, indoor percussion 3 years, boys tennis 2 years, science olympiad 3 years, National Honor Society 1 year, Link Leaders 2 years, and musical crew 2 years. She plans to attend the University of Cincinnati while majoring in psychology. Skylar hopes to participate in college band, drum corps, and a WGI percussion group while in college. Tonight, she is escorted by her parents, Ryan and Natalie Carey. Ladies and gentlemen, Skylar Carey. Next, we have Cade Dankworth. Cade is our senior trombone player. He has been involved with marching band 6 years, symphonic band 4 years, jazz band 4 years, audio hype 4 years, and Link Leaders for 1 year. Cade plans to attend The Ohio State University to major in chemistry. Tonight, Cade is escorted by his parents, Christy and Chris Dankworth. Ladies and gentlemen, Cade Dankworth. Next up, we have our battery percussion senior, Marcus Hall. He has been involved with marching band 4 years, show choir 1 year, bowling 2 years, and symphonic band 3 years. Following graduation, Marcus plans to attend Hocking College, Ohio State, ATI, or go right into the workforce. This evening, he is escorted by his parents, Marcy and Casey Hall. Ladies and gentlemen, Marcus Hall. Next up is Tiara Johnson. One of our color guard seniors, Tiara has been a member of symphonic band 1 year, concert band 3 years, concert choir 4 years, color guard and winter guard 13 seasons, show choir crew 3 years, and health career lab her senior year. She is planning on getting her PCT certification in the fall so that she can go to the University of Cincinnati to be a surgical technician. Today she is escorted by her grandparents, John and Denise Bruce, as well as her parents, Matthew and Danielle Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, Tiara Johnson.
Our next senior is Michaela Gamble. Michaela has been involved with marching band and honor band for 2 years, symphonic band and concert band for a year, and pep band for 3 years. Upon graduation, Michaela plans on joining the workforce as a hairstylist at a hair salon in Piqua. She is escorted by her parents tonight, Nicole and James Gamble. Ladies and gentlemen, Michaela Gamble.
Next we have Kimber Patton. This is mud. Kimber is our next senior member and is part of our color guard. She has been a member of the color guard for 5 years, winter guard 6 years, and women's chorus 4 years. Kimber plans to attend college to get a degree in medical imaging after high school. Tonight she is escorted by her mom, Emily Moat, and her dad, James Patton. Ladies and gentlemen, Kimber Patton.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next senior is Seth Nichols. Seth has been a member of both our winter guard and color guard for all 4 years of high school. He plans on attending the University of Cincinnati next fall and attaining a degree in advanced medical imaging. He is escorted tonight by his father, Glenn Nichols Sr. Ladies and gentlemen, Seth Nichols.
Next we have another member of our color guard, Izzy Perkins. She has been a member of Winter Guard 6 years, Color Guard 5 years, and Concert Band 1 year. After graduating high school, Izzy plans to attend college to study psychology. She is escorted by her mom, Gwendolyn McKinney, and her dad, Dustin Perkins. Ladies and gentlemen, Izzy Perkins. Next we have Kennedy Schaefer. A member of our color guard, Kennedy was a member of the marching band for 1 year, color guard 3 years, winter guard 4 years, Big Brothers Big Sisters 1 year, symphonic band 2 years, and concert band for 1 year. She plans to attend Bluffton University to major in environmental sciences. This evening she is escorted by her parents, Jenna and Jason Schaefer. Ladies and gentlemen, Kennedy Schaefer. Our next member is Lyric Stutz. Lyric is a member of our front ensemble where they play the marimba. They are actively involved in marching band for 3 years, Harry Potter Club 1 year, and indoor percussion 3 years. Lyric is hoping to go to Otterbein University, where they recently accepted with the goal to study zoology. In addition, they hope to one day march a drum corps before aging out. Lyric is escorted by mom Samantha Hutton and dad Stephen Carter. Ladies and gentlemen, Lyric Stutz. And finally, we have our senior drum major and saxophonist, Brenna Thompson. She has been involved in marching band for 6 years, audio hype 2 years, show choir 2 years, symphonic band 4 years, pep band 6 years, women's chorus 3 years, Hope Squad 4 years, Harry Potter Club 4 years, and Winter Guard 4 years. After graduating high school, Brenna is planning to attend Arizona State University online to obtain a degree in business. This evening, she is escorted by her parents, Maureen and Dwayne Thompson.
This and That's Candy on Main in downtown Piqua is the perfect place to tame your sweet tooth. They have a huge selection of all different kinds of candy. Don't forget to check out their selection of glass bottle soda. They even have their own delicious flavors. Whether you're craving some chocolates, saltwater taffy, gummy worms, or anything in between, This and That's has it. Don't forget to use your Spirit card at checkout for 25% off your order. This and That's Candy on Main, 408 North Main Street in Piqua.
We just sold our house with Kathy Haney.
And there is nobody else that we would rather use than Kathy Haney.
She helped me find the house I didn't think I would be able to find. It's just what I was looking for, and I'm delighted with it.
We just wanted to thank Kathy and the team for all the hard work that they did on the property that we just purchased.
Remax and Kathy Henny did a great job selling my house.
We have worked with Kathy for over 2 decades. We would absolutely recommend her to anyone that we considered a friend or family or cared about, because if you go to her, you're going to get the best. It's that simple.
All we can say is thank you, Kathy, for selling another property for us. We couldn't be more pleased. When you hire the best, you get the best.
We are thrilled to announce the grand opening of our outlet store at Atlantis Sportswear.
As a family-owned and operated business since 1986, we are excited to offer factory direct pricing on a wide selection of t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, and more. Our store will be open on the first Friday and Saturday of every month, as well as other selected days that can be found on our Facebook page. Not only will you find your favorite Piqua Indians items, but we will also have items from our resort marina on Unsalted Coast. Come visit us and take advantage of amazing deals on high-quality sportswear. We can't wait to see you there.
And our next group of seniors belongs to the sports medicine group. And introducing first, we have Olivia Browning. Olivia has been a student athletic trainer the past 3 years for Piqua. She is a member of Big Brothers Big Sisters in the Top 100, a National Society of High School Scholars. Olivia plans to attend Ohio Northern University to major in business. She is escorted this evening by her aunt and uncle, Rachel and Tyson Tingley. Ladies and gentlemen, Olivia Browning. Next we have Jennifer Gasper Eller. Jennifer is a 3-year student athletic trainer for the Indians. She is also involved in the law enforcement program at Piqua High School. Jennifer is currently exploring her options for college after graduation. She is escorted this evening by her parents, Mark and Kim Eller. Ladies and gentlemen, Jennifer Gaspar Eller. Next we have Elizabeth Hubbard. Elizabeth has been a student athletic trainer the last 3 years. She's also a 4-year varsity letter winner in softball, is in the art club, Link Leaders, National Honor Society, Top 100, and has been a member of Student Council at FCCLA. Elizabeth plans to attend The Ohio State University after graduation to major in biology and pre-veterinary medicine. She is escorted this evening by her parents, Kelly and Eric Hubbard. Ladies and gentlemen, Elizabeth Hubbard. And our next group of seniors we have our varsity cheerleaders.
How about their world famous pony dog? They've got those too. At Bits and Pieces, the flavor combinations for your rolled ice creams are endless. There's no better place in town to grab a pony dog and some ice cream than Bits and Pieces in downtown Piqua. The kids will love watching them make their favorite creations. Don't forget to use your Spirit cards at checkout for 25% off your order. Bits and Pieces, 122 High Street in Piqua. Brothers Comfort. We understand a malfunctioning air conditioner can disrupt your daily life. Let our team of experienced technicians ensure your AC unit runs at peak performance at all times. Roberts Brothers Comfort, 937-9009 or robertsbrotherscomfort.com. Roberts Brothers Comfort. You're gonna like the way you feel.
It really is Piqua. Company built on integrity, dedication, honesty, and service. At Craig's, it truly is all about the people. Founded by Cliff Alexander in 1972, Craig's proudly supporting our community for over 50 years. Good life begins with a good company. Join the team of dedicated workers and become a part of the Craig's family today.
And introducing first for our senior cheerleaders, Devea Cooper. Devea has been cheering on the sidelines for the Indians all 4 years of high school. She is a multi-sport athlete, earning varsity letters in cheer, soccer, and basketball, as well as participating in Young Life. Devea plans to attend Wright State University to study exercise science. She's escorted this evening by her mom, Diamond Cooper, stepdad, Tim, and also along with supportive family members. Ladies and gentlemen, Devea Cooper. Next we have Piper Croft. Piper is a 3-year varsity cheerleader for the Indians. She is also a member of Link Leaders at Piqua High School. Piper plans on attending The Ohio State University and majoring in health sciences with a focus on dermatology. She is escorted this evening by her mother, Lindsay, and sister, Lily Croft. Ladies and gentlemen, Piper Croft. Next we have Elena Hubley. Elena has participated in cheer all 4 years of high school and has been on the varsity squad the last 3. She is a 2-year letter winner in track and field, has helped with the yearbook, Piqua Digital Media, Link Leaders, and is in the health career programs at Piqua High School. She plans to attend Ohio State University for their ultrasound program. She's escorted seen by her mom, April Hubley, and dad, Brandon Lee. Ladies and gentlemen, Elena Hubley. And next we have Elena Oaks. Elena is in her second year of cheering for the Indians, earning a spot on the varsity squad this year. She is also on the varsity basketball and comp cheer teams. Elena plans to attend college to study nursing and become a travel nurse. She is escorted this evening by her mom, Jamie Oaks, and dad, David Oaks. Ladies and gentlemen, Elena Oaks.
Lemon Meringue is a floral boutique and plant shop located at 120 North Main Street in Piqua. Need flowers for your wedding, funeral, baby shower, or a special event? Lemon Meringue has you covered. Lemon Meringue is open Tuesday through Thursday from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Friday from 10 a.m. to 4, Saturday 10 a.m. to 2, and they're closed Sunday and Monday. For more information, call 937-726-0451 or visit them on Facebook. Mention this ad at checkout to receive 10% off your boutonniere or corsage for the school dance. Lemon Meringue is located at 120 North Main Street in Piqua.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you direct your attention to the 50-yard line, the coin toss is taking place. Sidney has won the toss and has elected to receive.
No matter if it was a long day at work, the practice field, or you're just celebrating a big win with your teammates, the Piqua Little Caesars has you covered. Stop in for $6.49 hot and ready pizza anytime. Your Piqua Little Caesars are proud sponsors of the Indian Nation Station and Piqua Athletics. Harmony Systems is a manufacturing company that has been a staple in the Piqua community for nearly 30 years. The most recent milestone was the acquisition of a second facility that is roughly 100 yards away from the main plant. This location will allow for Harmony's continued growth and success. Harmony has over 60 molding machines and 225 employees, and we're still looking to expand. We offer competitive wages and a benefits package that includes access to a medical provider within walking distance at no cost to the employee. Come join our team and help make great plastic products.
And ladies and gentlemen, our last group of the night are football players. Introducing first, senior Cade Ball. Cade has been playing football for the Indians all 4 years of high school, including being a starter this season as an offensive lineman. Plans on attending college next fall and is currently looking at several options. Cade is escorted tonight by his parents Carrie and Danny Ball. Ladies and gentlemen, Cade Ball. And next we have Jericho Burns. Jericho is a running back and has been involved in playing football for the Indians all 4 years. He's a 2-year letter winner in both football and track. Jericho is looking at several options for his major and college of choice next fall, including exploring serving for the armed forces upon completion of graduation. He is escorted by his stepmom Jennifer Silvers and stepdad Brian Harrison, along with his grandma Jacqueline Hardy and aunt Charlotte Hardy Ruffin. Ladies and gentlemen, Jericho Burns. And next we have Elijah Bushnell. Elijah has played on the offensive line and has been playing football for the Indians all 4 years of high school. After graduation, Elijah plans on working and growing in the family business at Bushnell's Collision and Towing. He is escorted tonight by his parents, Sarah and Matt Bushnell. Ladies and gentlemen, Elijah Bushnell. Next we have Israel Coleman. Israel Coleman is a running back and linebacker and is a multi-sport athlete that is a 2-year letterman in football. His plans are to join the workforce upon graduation to become a welder. Israel is escorted tonight by his mom, Dawn Lytle, and his dad, Donald Coleman. Ladies and gentlemen, Israel Coleman. Next we have Noah Coleman. Noah is a receiver and defensive back for the Indians and is a 2-sport athlete in both football and baseball and is a 2-year letter winner in each sport. His current plans are to enroll and serve in the Air Force after graduating from high school. He is escorted by his mom, Kendra Basil, and dad, Donald Coleman. Ladies and gentlemen, Noah Coleman. Next we have Ben Hulskamp. Ben is an offensive lineman and has been a part of the football program all 4 years of high school and is a 2-year letterman. He plans on joining the workforce as a pipeline welder. He is escorted tonight by his dad, Jerry Hulskamp, and his stepmom, Jenny Hulskamp. Ladies and gentlemen, Ben Hulskamp. And next we have Carson Mars. Carson is a defensive end and a 2-sport athlete in football and track and is a 2-year letterman in football. In addition, he is in show choir and played a major role in the musical his junior year and plans on being a part of this year's musical in the spring. Upon graduation, he is intending to play college football and study engineering. He is escorted by his mom, Elizabeth Mosser, stepdad, Jess Mosser, dad, Brett Mars, and his stepmom, Alice Mars. Ladies and gentlemen, Carson Mars. Next we have Weston Mars. Weston is a 2-sport athlete in both football and track. He has been a starter and has played on both the offensive and defensive lines for the Indians this fall. After graduation, Weston will attend the University of Dayton and major in mechanical engineering through the Air Force ROTC program. He is escorted tonight by his parents, Paloma and AJ Mars. Ladies and gentlemen, Weston Mars. Next we have Isaiah Martin. Isaiah is a defensive end and a three-sport athlete and letterman in football, basketball, and track for the Indians. He is looking at several options to play college football next fall and is seriously considering attending the University of Dayton, Mercyhurst, Heidelberg, and Mount St. Joe while majoring in either business or sports management. Isaiah is escorted tonight by his mom, Nina Shear, and his grandfather, Dennis Martin. Ladies and gentlemen, Isaiah Martin. Next we have Drake Owen. Drake is a receiver and a defensive back and three-sport athlete and letterman in football, basketball, track during his time at PHS. Drake is looking at several options for his major and college of choice next fall. He is escorted tonight by his mom, Lori Owen. Ladies and gentlemen, Drake Owen. And next we have Gabriel Payton. Gabriel is a linebacker and running back, playing football all 4 years in high school and also ran track the past 2 years. He plans on going into construction and owning his own business. Gabriel is escorted by his family tonight, including his parents, David and Jody Payton, his 4 brothers, Mike, Vincent, Charlie, and Henry. He's also accompanied by his sisters, Cecilia and Gianna, his brother-in-law, Adam, sister-in-law, Allie, along with 2 nephews, Levi and Archie. Ladies and gentlemen, Gabriel Payton. Next we have Owen Schaller. Owen is a middle linebacker and tight end and is a 2-sport all-conference athlete in both football and baseball. He is currently exploring options for firefighting school to fulfill his dream of being a fireman. He is escorted by his parents, Ian and Emily Schaller, and his sister, Adeline Schaller. Ladies and gentlemen, Owen Schaller. And next we have Shaden Sullenberger. Shaden is an offensive lineman and has played the sport of football and has also been involved in drama club. He plans on attending Ohio University next fall to major in sports medicine, where he's looking for a career in athletic training. Shaden is escorted by his mother, Wendy Branscombe. Ladies and gentlemen, Shaden Sullenberger. Next we have Micah Talley. Micah is a defensive back and receiver and a 3-sport athlete in football, his basketball, and track. He is looking at several options for his major and college of choice next fall. He is escorted tonight by his parents, Crystal and Taurus White. Ladies and gentlemen, Micah Talley. Next we have Caden Thomas. Caden is our quarterback and has played football all 4 years at PHS and is a 2-year letterman. After graduation, he is looking at joining the workforce. He is escorted by his mom, Brittany Bauman, his stepdad, Kyle Bauman, and his dad, Jawan Thomas, and his stepmom, Ashley Thomas. Ladies and gentlemen, Caden Thomas. And next we have Joey Voskel. Joey is a receiver as well as a defensive back and a 2-sport athlete and letterman in both football and track. He is currently contemplating attending either the University of Cincinnati or Ohio University to major in criminal justice or finance. He is escorted tonight by his parents Todd and Stacy Voskel. Ladies and gentlemen, Joey Voskel. Next we have Kenny Ward. Kenny plays on the defensive line and has been a part of the Piqua football program all 4 years. He is currently considering several options after he graduates next May. Kenny is escorted tonight by his parents, Crystal and Kenny Ward. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenny Ward. And last but not least, Jace Weber. Jace is an offensive and defensive lineman and is a 3-sport letterman in football, basketball, and track here at PHS. He's looking at several opportunities to play college football next fall and is looking at securing a career in criminal justice. He is escorted by his mom, Manny Teislong, his stepdad, who is not here tonight, Kevin Thies, and his dad, Jeremy Weber, and stepmom, Kathleen Weber. Ladies and gentlemen, Jace Weber.
Garrett. Garrett, 6'1", 168-pound wide receiver. He has played very well on defense and offensively, a receiver. He's had 20 receptions for 254 yards and 4 TDs. We've also seen the likes of Debo Nisley, Joey Bosco, Jay Hancock, Keaton Bolton. Keaton Bolton has come on strong of late. And Noah Coleman is the leading receiver with some 23 for the season. So we're going to go ahead and take another 2-minute break here. When we come back, more of our pregame and the kickoff of tonight's game, the final home game of the season for the Piqua Indians. They're playing Sidney, and we're back right after this here on 98.1 FM, 1570 WPTW, and the Indian Nation Station.
Ladies and gentlemen, under the direction of Wyatt Hines and Mitch Mahaney, please stand for the Pride of Piqua Marching Band as they play our fight song.
Stadium. The band is on the field playing the alma mater for Piqua High School. Joining me now is my partner Brian Gillespie. And Brian, this is another one of those real rivalry games because it's just one exit on the freeway, which is separating these two schools, but it also goes back 129 years.
I'll tell you what, you get between the Troy and the Piqua, and then this rivalry with Sidney. Man, they've been playing some teams for a long time, and they just plain don't like each other either. And so that always makes this rivalry, especially from Sidney's perspective, because they always have the chip on their shoulder. They're always out to get Piqua. Troy's a bigger rivalry for them. Sidney probably is a bigger rival, takes Piqua a little bit more seriously. So we'll see who gets this one tonight. It's a huge game with a lot on the line.
Absolutely. We talk about the computer points right now. Piqua is 18th in Region 8 Division 2. You need to be 16. So where last year they almost made it with 2 wins, they may doggone well need these next 2 wins to be able to win the whole thing.
I'll tell you what, they might have to win the last 2 because I'm not sure what they're going to get in value points for beating a Fairborn team that hasn't had too many good wins. So they may have to win out. They may have to get 5 wins. And that's pretty crazy, as you say. Last year they almost got in. It was just a different type of year last year. This year you had to earn it, and right now we have Piqua hasn't quite earned it yet. They've had some wins over some solid teams in some cases, like the Stebbins, but most of their wins have been over teams that have not been the best of teams.
Right now, looking at those computer points in Division II Region 8, the leader is Anderson, second is Xenia, the team that beat the Piqua Indians 1 week ago. Vandalia Butler is 8th, Lima Senior, who beat the Indians on opening night, they are 9th. Troy is sitting there in 13th, Stebbins 15th, and Trotwood Madison is just ahead of the Piqua Indians there in 17th. The Piqua Indians make their way here on the field, Perk Field at Alexander Stadium. So we are just about ready to go here on TV with the national anthem. On radio, we're going to go ahead and take a 2-minute break. We'll be back after this break. It is Piqua and Sidney on 98.1 FM, 1570 WPTW, and the Indian Nation Station.
Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a country with freedoms like no other. In order to honor America and for all who have served our country to defend our freedoms, you are invited to stand, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Another beautiful night for football here in the west central part of Ohio. Tom Michaels, along with Brian Gillespie and our entire crew from both WPTW and the Indian Nation Station. Let's take a look at the officials. Billy Osborne is going to be the referee. Linesman Stuart Nadolny. Line judge Frank Woltz. Umpire Kevin Quinn, and Matthew Jennings is going to be the back judge. Sidney won the coin toss. They're going to receive. Piqua's going to be defending the south goal. That'll be the goal to the right for the people watching on the telly. Piqua comes out in their Navy uniforms with the Navy helmets, pants, jersey tops, and the white numerals. Meanwhile, it is the white jersey tops with black and a little bit of the yellow on the uniform here for the Sidney Yellow Jackets, who have lost their last 2 in a row. And we get ready here for the kickoff. It is going to be Gavin Larger, who has been the kicker all season long for the Piqua Indians. Not a bad crowd on hand here. It is most definitely an important evening for both of these two schools.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's going to be interesting to see. These are really different types of teams. Sidney scores a ton of points, doesn't play any defense. Piqua plays a good amount of defense and doesn't score a lot of points. So we'll see if that old adage, defense wins championships, kind of gets you there tonight. Because if a defense wins championships, defense will win out the day, then that's Piqua's advantage. But if Sidney can light it up the scoreboard, it's going to make it hard on that Piqua offense for sure.
Gavin Larger has the ball on the tee, getting ready to kick it off right to left. Happy to have you along here on both the Indian Nation Station and WPTW. Here is the kick. It is going to be on the ground and going to be covered up at the 40-yard line by Sidney. So getting through there for Sidney. Draven Ferguson is the one who fell on that ball. So it'll be good field position for the Yellow Jackets here. They'll have it 1st and 10 to get things underway. They'll work from the left hash mark. The quarterback is Ethan New, and the running back, Isaiah Foster. They're going to go with 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the short side of the field, the left side. Here's Foster. Foster fights his way up across the 45, down to about the 47-yard line. That's where they'll spot the ball, so a nice pickup there for Mr. Foster. And that'll bring up now a second down and 4. Calling the signals. Throw out here on the near side. Lots of running room. They get the ball over here for Julius Spradling. Nope, that's actually Tank Fleming. Fleming gets it down to the 40 in Piqua territory. So first down for Sidney just that quickly. And I think we can see this is a team that can move the ball at will.
You get that ball to Tank Fleming, he is literally a tank, and he runs downhill. It's hard to tackle.
2 wideouts either side. Throw over here on the near side. That is complete. And the ball is gathered in by the tight end, Kane Van Zandt, 5'11" senior.
That'll bring up first down.
So that's going to be another first down here. Ball down to the 28-yard line in Piqua territory.
It's a little too easy so far for Sidney on these couple plays.
In motion was Spradling. Spradling takes the ball. He's across the 20 and is dragged down around the 12-yard line. Up to get him there was Owen Schaller.
That run will be enough for a Sidney first down.
And that's another first down. So they have just moved the ball down the field here against Sidney Piqua at will. Now it'll be a 1st and 10. With the ball on the 17, pitch out, Foster. This time Foster is going to be inundated by a whole bunch of the blue shirts. Carson Mars is one of those who is in there on the stop as well. Owen Schaller.
Looks like Izzy Coleman also got in. He had a huge day last week, all those tackles in the double digits. He was everywhere on that field. They need those kind of behind-the-sticks plays on first down.
Working from the left hash mark this time. Quick throw on the left side, complete to Tank Fleming. Fleming then runs out of bounds. He was forced out over there on the far side. Jay Hancock was there. Also in the vicinity was Izzy Coleman. That's going to bring up a 3rd down. 3rd down and looks to be about 3. Again, working from the left hash mark. 1 split to the left, 1 to the right. They got a wing on the left side. They're going to give it to the man coming out of the backfield here with the ball. Again, carrying that one. That's Julius Spradling. Spradling, wide receiver, but he can rush the ball as well. 39 rushes for 289 yards.
There we go,
but he does not get the first down. He's about a yard short.
Looks like they might just quarterback sneak it.
And they get it down. They get it close to the goal line. From the 7-yard line, they just burrow it down. And it is there at the 1. So it'll be 1st and goal to go. And they're going to have the same setup. New's going to keep it. New's in for the touchdown. It comes at 9:24 of this first quarter. It came from the 40-yard line, so it was a 60-yard march, and a 1-yard drive is what puts it on in. And it is 6-0. The Sidney Yellow Jackets leading Piqua here early on in this ball game. On to do the kicking is Grady Mitchell. And he's not Mr. Automatic. Grady Mitchell, 22 of 30. Here the ball is through, and that one is blocked. And as a matter of fact, That wound up not being Grady Mitchell. I could not pick the number on that. The number was actually somewhere in the 80s as we were trying to pick it up.
I can tell you what, I know who did block that, and that was Isaiah Martin from behind the line. At 6'5", he got his big paw up there and blocked that extra point.
Well, I was going to say about Grady Mitchell, who is nominally their place kicker, but he was only 22 of 30 coming into this one. Now, he wears number 10. That was not number 10 that we saw there. So, with 9:24 to go in the first quarter, Sidney takes a 6-0 lead, and we are going to see the Piqua Indians on offense for the first time here in this ball game.
I'll tell you what, Sidney gets on you quick. They've just got athletes, and they've got a senior-laden roster. As I looked at their best players this week. Senior. Across the board, they have a veteran team, and their offense is pretty tough to stop.
And that appears to be number 82, who is doing the kicking, which would be Michael Morrow, a sophomore. So we'll keep our eye on him. He's going to be kicking off now. Ball on the tee. He'll be kicking left to right. Waiting for the official signal. And there it is. Ready to go. He approaches the ball. This one is going to come down over on the far side. Going to be picked up there. Bringing it back. Piqua gets it out to the 30-yard line.
Looked like Micah Talley got that one. Nice run back by him.
Yeah, Micah Talley, who we have not been talking about much here in the latter part of this season. We haven't seen him out there much, but he gets the opportunity to run it back and gets it to the 30-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Piqua Indians. Micah Talley has been playing mostly on defense when we have seen him out there, but as I say, we haven't necessarily seen him for a while. 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right, and before anything can get going, we've got the flag flying, and that's going to be an encroachment call here against Sidney. So Piqua's going to pick up 5 yards right off the bat.
Looked like Draven Ferguson got in there. A little impatient, sophomore linebacker. He wanted to get in that backfield.
Joey Bosco going to be split wide to the right, to the near side. Keaton Bolden. Inside him is Rayshawn Garrett. The back, as he has been almost all season long, Jericho Burns will take the ball, finds a big hole. Nice hole put up there by the offensive line. First down for the Piqua Indians as they get it down to the 43-yard line, still in their own territory, and it'll be 1st and 10.
I'll tell you what, I'm feeling a good old-fashioned shootout brewing here, and it's just early, but you can tell these defenses are kind of on their heels, and the offenses are going to be able to do a lot in this game.
Noah Coleman is a wing on the left side, just off the line. Now he goes to the right side, sets up there. Out of the gun, the ball is given. Here it goes, Jericho Burns, and he is driven back.
Julius Spradling in on the stop for Sidney.
Julius Spradling, one of those who is in on the stop. Also, big number 59 is there as well. That's Luke Carter. 6'1" senior. Strangely, Piqua does not list the weights of their players like most people do. That was a pickup of 3, so it's a 2nd and 7. Just inside the left hash mark. Out of the gun, calling the signals. Caden Thomas gets the ball, throws over near side. It is incomplete. He was looking for Keaton Bolden on that one, but the connection was not there. Bolden had somebody right on him in coverage as well. So that'll bring up now a 3rd down and 7.
Well, I mean, the throw was on the money. I don't think Keaton Bolden was too excited about getting hit, and he kind of let that one go. He did a little alligator arms and dropped that one to the ground.
Slot man on the right side, Rayshawn Garrett. Rolling to the right. Here's Caden Thomas. Thomas He targets Rashawn Garrett,
Rashawn Garrett comes up incomplete. And that'll
but
bring up
he
fourth
does
down.
not grab that ball once again.
You just can't have that. You gotta score a lot of points tonight. That's the fact of the matter. You're not going to have a 6-0 game in the fourth quarter. These receivers who did that a little bit last week in an even more difficult game, Xenia, you've got to catch the ball when it hits you in the hands. And their receivers are really struggling with that basic thing right now.
Chris Davis, the freshman, on to do the punting here. He's standing back at his own 32-yard line. The ball going to be snapped from the 46. Gets the punt away. It's going to be taken over here on the near side. It is going to be run back, and then, well, it's not going to actually be run back very far.
Noah Coleman in on the
There with the reception of the punt was Julius Spradling.
You probably recognize that name, partner, from basketball season.
Oh,
Julius
yeah.
Spradling is a heck of a basketball player. He's been starting since he was a freshman on that roster.
There's a number of these Sidney Yellow Jackets that also play on the basketball team. So it's 1st and 10 Sidney here. Calling out the signals, Ethan Dew. The back next to him is Foster. Now throws to Foster, coming out of the backfield. He'll pick up about 5 yards before he is brought down.
Izzy Coleman in on the stop for the Indians.
Izzy Coleman is there with the stop. So a pickup of 5, 2nd and 5 here. 7.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. It is 6-0 Sidney. Sidney have shown the ability to just move that ball at will. Here's one thrown over on the left side. Let's see, that is complete. They get the ball to Tank Fleming, who went to the ground as he was catching the ball, but they get it out to the 40-yard line, so it is a first down here for Sidney.
Tell you what, Tank Fleming comes in with 602 yards receiving and 6 touchdowns, and he's only played in 5 games. I think he was injured a few games. I'm not sure where it was, but there were no stats. For 5 games, that's a heck of a season so far.
Now out of the pistol. Throw again over here on the near side, and with the reception is Julius Spradling, but he went to the ground immediately. He was actually falling as he caught the ball, and he was far enough in the backfield that he winds up with about a 4-yard loss. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 14 here for Sidney.
This is where Piqua has to seize their opportunity. They've got him behind the sticks, 2nd and long. You got to keep pushing them backwards. You can't give them big gain here.
On the play action, the throw over into the left flat for Tank Fleming. It's short. That takes us to a 3rd down and long.
This is right where you want them on 3rd down and long. You got to heat him up a little bit. That time they heated him up, got a little pressure on the quarterback, and he made a short throw. You got to get some push up front, get a little hand in his face, make him work a little bit to get this one. This 3rd and 14, this should be a time to get off the field on 3rd down.
3 wide left, 1 to the right. Single back, running to the left side. Here's New. It is complete, and they get the ball down for first down yardage and more. On the reception, once again, was Julius Spradling. And he gets the ball down to the 40-yard line in Piqua territory. So what looked to be a good situation for the Indians turns disastrous there as they give up the first down, yet another first down, again out of the pistol. They give the ball to Foster. Foster hits a wall. He's going no place. Bunch of players in there on that one. Isaiah Martin. We also saw Carson Mars in there. And off the bottom of the pile comes Jace Weber. So a loss of 1. That'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
On that 3rd and long play, it looked like they had a blitz coming from the wrong side because he rolled left away from the blitz, and that was one-on-one, and Spradling's tough.
Yeah, Spradling again. He was in motion. He gets the first down once again down to the 25-yard line before he is brought to the turf by Owen Schaller. He took the handoff, made the cut, came upfield, and it looked like he might be stopped there momentarily, but no. And this offense of the Yellow Jackets under Dave Tainer It's just his second year as coach here at Sidney. He's a former head coach at Urbana University. Also, he was at Graham High School and Lock Haven for some 5 years. From the left hash mark. Direct snap this time. Spradling dances his way down across the 20-yard line to close to the 18.
He's a handful, and Piqua's giving him they're giving him every opportunity to run with it, missing tackles and everything else. You know, they don't look like they're mentally too locked in right now. They need to pick it up here, and somebody needs to make a play, or this game could get out of hand with the type of offense they play. They don't score a lot of points.
On 2nd and 3. Throw over on the left side, incomplete. This time the target was Tanner Snyder, 6-foot senior wide receiver, looking for his 12th reception of the year, and that'll take us to a 3rd down here. It's early in the ball game, 4:28 to go in the first, but this is a big 1st down, or 3rd down, should say.
The good news is Sidney has essentially no kicking game. The bad news is they have no kicking game, so they're going to be going for touchdowns all night.
Once again out of the pistol, they give the ball to Foster. Foster with the 1st down just shy of the 10-yard line.
Izzy Coleman in on the stop for the Indians.
Izzy Coleman is there for the stop.
For Yellow Jackets, 1st down.
But it's going to be a 1st down here. Now they can get, let's see where they're going to spot the ball. They spot it at the 11. So they can get the 1st down without getting the touchdown here. On 1st and 10. New, rolling right. Goes back the other way. There is a flag on the play. And dancing on in with that football.
Complete to Luke Carter.
Luke Carter's the one that got that one, an offensive lineman.
Looks like we got a hold here. That's coming back. That was a creative play, but I think they outthought themselves a little bit, and people got a little panicked and held there. And that
73 white, 10-yard penalty. Repeat 3rd down.
73. That's Sean Strominger. So that'll bring it back here. And they are going to spot the ball. Looks like at the 21-yard line. So now the Pickwanians have to take advantage of breaks as they are given them. And that's a big one right there. Empty backfield now. New. Alone back there. Now we got another flag. This time it's going to be offsides against Piqua.
On the defense, 5-yard penalty.
So that's going to take it up 5 yards. It's still going to put them in a 1st and long situation here.
Lack of focus costs you. In that situation, you have them 1st and 20. That's a tough hill to climb. 1st and 15, still tough, but not for this offense. It gets easier.
In motion, Isaiah Foster. Foster's going to take the ball in the backfield, run it ahead. He gets it back to the original line of scrimmage, plus about a yard before he is taken to the turf. In there for the stop, Zayden Allen is one of those. Joey Voskal is over there as well. And that's going to bring up now a 2nd down and 9. This is where the defense has to really bow its back. Now they actually put the ball on the line of scrimmage, so it's 2nd and 10. But it doesn't matter. They give the ball
flag
to Julius
down.
Spradling. He runs it in, but another flag.
It's coming back, hold.
So both of these teams making far too many mistakes here early in this ball game.
Holding, number 14 on the offense.
So they call Tanner Snyder for the hold.
That was one of those where the receiver's on the sideline and they held on just a little too long. They let you do a little bit of holding on there, but once that running back clears you, you better have let go or they're going to flag you, and that one cost them there.
So the ball back to the 20-yard line once again, where it is 2nd and 20.
Back and forth we go. Now Piqua at some point has to take advantage of these opportunities. and not let them get back in good position.
Foster out of the backfield. They're looking down, middle of the field, incomplete. Targeting that time, Tanner Snyder, but on the coverage, Rayshawn Garrett was right there with him.
And I think the ball went over the receiver and it hit Joey Vosco right in the hands. I think he was expecting the throw to be better, and it just bounced right off his hands in the end zone. Man, oh man, that was close to an interception.
So with the ball at the 21-yard line, it is 3rd down and 20. New calls out the signals. Foster to his right, drops the ball, picks it up, rolls to the near side, throws it down over here on the far near side of the field, and that is complete. Tank Fleming gathers that one in on the coverage for Piqua Keaton Bolden, and that brings up 4th down. But as you say, with no kicking game to speak of,
it's touchdown or nothing, my friend. Touchdown or nothing.
So once again, they can get the 1st down without getting the touchdown here. It's a 4th down and a long 11. Out of the pistol. Do the signal. Looking over on the right side. Overthrows the intended receiver. Tank Fleming again, the guy that they were going to. And Piqua's going to take over here. Fairly deep in their own territory, but they'll have it. 1st and 10 with 2:46 to go in the opening period.
Well, they gave you a break here. You got off the field despite not playing a great possession on defense. So what do you do on the offense? Because the offense is going to have to hold up their end of the bargain tonight. Somehow, some way, they have got to figure out how to put points on the board.
Piqua hasn't done that a lot this year. That's putting a lot of points on the board. But they are against one of the weakest defenses in the MVL. Here's a pitch back, goes to Jericho Burns. Burns tries to turn the corner, and he's going to get it out to about the 20-yard line. And another flag on the play.
That might be a sideline warning here on Sidney.
Sideline warning, Sidney.
So, despite the flag, there is no penalty on that. Another sideline warning against the Yellow Jackets, and indeed, it would be a penalty. Piqua's going to have Keaton Bolton wide to the left in the slot. Rayshawn Garrett, single man to the right. Now we're going to have
got him again.
Offsides, and Piqua's going to wind up with a 1st down on this one.
Number 9, 5-yard penalty.
Same gentleman who got it earlier. That's two offsides on Draven Ferguson.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Piqua here, with the ball now out to the 24-yard line. Jericho Burns to the left of his quarterback. Caden Thomas calls the signals, rolls near side, throws the ball. It is complete. Gets the ball out there for Coleman. Noah Coleman gathers that one in. Gains about 8 yards on the play. It'll be a 2nd and 2 coming up here. Inside 2 minutes to go in period number 1. 6-0, Sidney with the lead.
Tell you what, you give the ball to Noah Coleman and he does good things with it. He has all year. He is hard to tackle, and he makes plays. They should get him a lot of touches, all they can.
He's working on that wing, switches from the left side to the right side of the line. Here's Jericho Burns. He just burrows his head down across the 40-yard line. And they will spot the ball right there. That's a 1st down for the Indians. So now starting to see a little bit of movement here from the home folks. Senior night here. Nice ceremony they had before the game. All the seniors from the band and cheerleaders and all that being recognized here, as well as the players. Rolling to the right. Here is Caden Thomas. He's going to keep the ball. Run it ahead. He's got a 1st down right to midfield. Caden Thomas. And boy, I tell you what, once he gets going, you can hit him, but you got to, we got another flag. And it looks like it's coming back. Holding.
10-yard penalty for the previous spot.
I think we got a referee over there on the far side that likes to call holds because that's about his third already.
That's Cade Ball who gets that one. So that's going to bring it back now.
Now that was interesting because I think he had Noah Coleman out in the flat wide open. He chose to run with it. I think he could have got it out to the receiver and they would have had a better result on that play. Because Noah Coleman can play. It was a solid run, but he'd take one less hit maybe, and you maybe don't get a hold in that scenario.
Ball at the 31-yard line, their own for Piqua. It's a 1st and 19. Now Caden Thomas comes to the near side, cuts the corner, runs into a white shirt there, and isn't going to get any extra yardage on that play as he is brought down. I think that's Ishad Damande.
I think that was Luke Carter. I don't think Luke Carter, we don't know imaginary weights. We don't have their weights, but he's a large human being, and I think he's probably pushing 240, 250 there. You don't want to take too many direct hits from him.
Well, we have played our first quarter here at Alexander Stadium. It's 6-0 Sidney. Pick with the ball when we come back from this 1-minute break on 98.1 FM, 1570 WPTW.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the 30-yard line. This past summer, our community lost a great friend to our city and our school district in Joe Toma. Joe became the 5th generation to continue the trade and craft at Joe Toma Jewelers. More importantly, Joe was committed to our various community organizations and the students of Piqua City Schools for many years. He will be remembered for his incredible sense of humor, regularly offering silly jokes, his infectious smile, and his love and dedication to the Piqua community. He is deeply missed by many. Tonight, we are joined by his family, who are grateful that they shared Joe with us for many years as he served Piqua City Schools. Ladies and gentlemen, please give one more round of applause to Joe Toma for all the dedication and commitment to our kids and staff.
We begin period number 2 at this 129th meeting between Sidney and Piqua. Sidney with a 6-0 lead. Piqua with the ball. They have it at their own 32-yard line. Caden Thomas under a big rush. Gets rid of the ball. And it is caught over on the far side. Grabbing that ball, Jericho Burns. But it's going to be a loss here for Piqua. And so they're going the wrong direction right now. Ball back to the 27.
They drew up a screen, but unfortunately I think the Sidney defense was ready for it. And he just had to keep going back and back and back until that was a weird looking screen at the end of the day, and that ended up losing 4 yards. You don't usually lose 4 yards on a screen pass.
Keaton Bolden wide to the right, to the left side. You got Joey Vosco also over on that left side. You had Rayshad Garrett. And the give to Jericho Burns. Burns up to the 35-yard line.
Stop for Sidney, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And that's going to bring up 4th down and long. So on to do the punting for the second time in this game for Piqua is Chris Davis. Davis has seen his numbers go down a little bit in terms of yardage here of late. Back deep to receive is Julius Spradling for the Yellow Jackets. That one fairly close to being blocked. This one is going to go down, and it is going to be down at the 38-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Sidney here early on in period number 2. They lead at 6-0, 10:20 to go before halftime. Don't forget, next week, the Piqua Indians are going to be on the road for their final game of the regular season. That's going to be at Fairborn from Fairborn's brand new stadium. Looking forward to be able to do a game out of that. Out of the pistol this time. At the back, Isaiah Foster. Back to pass is New. New dances around, gets away from one man, and is thrown down out of bounds on the far side of the field. John Hess is the man that took him down. Pretty daggone close to the yard marker. Now they're going to place the down marker and say he gained about a yard on that one, so it'll be a second, and we'll give him a long 8 on this one. Second and 8. 9:45 to go here in the half. With the ball, again, Foster dances way ahead down that right hash mark up to the 45-yard line.
Tell you what, he came in motion, and he had to do about 3 jump cuts just to keep himself above water, but he did gain 6 yards or so.
So with 2 wide to the right, 2 to the left. They're going to throw over in the right flat. It is complete for a first down.
Complete to Tank Fleming.
Tank Fleming once again on the reception there. Fleming came into this game with 20 receptions for 602 yards. He averages 30 yards per catch. So a 1st and 10 coming up here now for Sidney.
And they were way off of him on 3rd down. You just can't do that in this scenario. 3rd and 3. You just gave him an easy pitch and catch.
Tanner Snyder wide to the left, slot man there, also 2 wide to the right. Spradling in motion. Fake to him, now a throw over on that right side. It is complete to Tank Fleming.
Pass complete to Tank Fleming.
And he gets another first down.
Stop for the Indians.
So moving the ball at will, Sidney, they could easily be ahead by 2 touchdowns in this game right now. But they made some mistakes, and Piqua was able to make some hay there. Now we got a timeout here, so we're going to take a 30-second timeout as well. 8:35 left to go in the first half. 6-0 Sidney here on 98.1 FM 1570 WPTW and the Indian Nation Station.
At Alexander Stadium, the boys finished in 2nd place and defeated Butler soundly to secure the runner-up position. Noah Berg finished 2nd with the silver medal, and Bryson Angle earned the bronze medal in the MVL championships. Both the girls and boys will now head to postseason action as they will run at Cedarville district next Saturday. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that the handicap benches along the fence line of both the home and visitor stand, as well as the handicap ramps, be reserved for those that are handicapped and have trouble going up and down the stairs. Thank you for making their experience a positive one here at Alexander Stadium. And tonight's football game is being taped and shown on delay on the Indian
Back
Nation
to
Station.
Alexander Stadium as we get ready for more action here between Sidney and Piqua. Sidney with a 6-0 lead.
Tom Michaels and Brian Gillespie
Sidney
will be calling the action.
able to move the ball at will here early on in this game. They're going to go with 2 wideouts on either side. They're working the right hash mark. They're in a pistol now with the deep man being Isaiah Foster. Back to pass. Here's New. Looks over on the left side. It is complete for a touchdown as he finds once again Julius Spradling.
For a Sidney touchdown.
He just got past the safety. Simple as that. Safety let him go beyond him. Didn't get enough depth there, and that's an easy 6 for them. Nice throw, though, by New.
So, with what we've seen of the kicking game, are they going to actually try and kick this? Yes, they are. And the guy who's kicking it is Grady Mitchell. Okay. So, Mitchell approaches the ball, puts it on through the uprights. It is good. And with 8:29 left to go, first half, 13-0, Sidney leading Piqua. Back after this break here on 98.1 FM 1570 WPTW and the Indian Nation Station.
Mike Italian and Rayshawn Garrett back deep for the Indians.
Back again we come to Alexander Stadium, Perk Field. Getting ready to kick the ball off is going to be Michael Morrow. So they've been switching up their kickers a little bit here. Morrow is the one who is doing the kickoffs. While we saw that extra point there being put through by Grady Mitchell. Morrow gets ready to move forward, right to left, does. Puts the ball down right there at the 7-yard line where it is picked up by Micah Talley, and Talley is taken to the turf by Isha Diamande. So, with that, Piqua's going to have the ball fairly deep in their own territory here.
You know, this is one of those things where do you get your touchdowns? Where do you score your points? You don't have a choice. You got to go to the air a little bit. You know, or you have to run. You have to have big plays of some sort on the offensive end. Now, I will say Sidney has gotten off to a lot of good starts this year. They don't finish great in the second half. So can you change the momentum with a good offensive drive here, or are you going to give it right back to them because of penalties and just a not good possession?
Well, Pecker's going with some different receivers out there, but they're going to go with the same back that we have seen for quite some time. Jericho Burns is grabbed by the leg by Luke Carter and taken down for about a yard loss. So Pickle right now, they are sending receivers out there with Drake going wide to the right. In the slot that side is Debo Nisley. And then to pick up the one on the left side coming up here. Once again, they take it right up the middle, and there is nothing to be found there. In there for the stop includes number 5. That's Ethan New.
Moorhead in on the stop for Sidney. That'll bring up third.
This is something you just can't do right here. You cannot go 3 and out deep in your own territory after giving up a touchdown like that. It cannot be 20-0 at the half or 19-0, whatever it may be. If they score again, you've got to do something here to loosen this defense up. Running is not effective right now.
Rashawn Garrett is the man wide to the left. They've got 3 men stacked just off the line on the right side as they give the ball again. The quarterback's going to keep it, Caden Thomas. And Thomas is brought down. It'll be a 4th down and 7. 6:50 left to go in the first half. Piqua already down 13-0. Chris Davis on to boot this one away. Julius Spradling is the man who is deep for the Yellow Jackets. Chris Davis is standing at his own 4-yard line. That's dangerous.
Not ideal.
There's a snap. It's a high snap, but he gets it away. And this is going to be a pretty doggone good punt. It's going to bounce down and down to over the 40, down to the 39-yard line. So,
that's about as good as you can ask for punt-wise. And after a rough handle of the snap, you know, getting a kick back there where Spradling wasn't able to return it, giving your defense a chance here is solid. But man, this defense has got to rise to the occasion here. You cannot have a back-breaking touchdown here, especially the way the offense is playing right now.
So with the ball on the 45-yard line of Sidney. Sidney going, Ethan New, the quarterback. Isaiah Foster is the back. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. They give the ball Foster,
Isaiah Foster,
who picks up good yardage, down just short of the 50-yard line. That'll bring up a 2nd down here. Let's see where they spot the ball, nose of the ball right there on the 50. So 2nd and 5. The ball loose, and it is fallen on by Isaiah Foster. That was a bad snap that just kind of hugged the ground. It went by the quarterback, and Isaiah Foster, the running back, falls on it for a loss. That goes back to the 43-yard line where it'll be a 3rd down and 12.
Well, here you go. They gifted you one here. Can you take advantage and force them to punt?
Rolling to the right side, Ethan New, looking,
7.
throws it downfield, and that ball is
Ethan New's pass
incomplete.
Julius Spradling.
It was intended for Ethan Spradling, or Julius Spradling, I should say. And that's going to bring up a 4th down, and that's going to bring on the punting unit here for the Yellow Jackets.
That ball felt like it was in the air forever. And then eventually it came down. Luckily, it was not caught. It was awfully close, though, on that play. Spradling went up and almost got it.
Grady Mitchell is going to be punting. He stands back at his own 27-yard line. He only averages about 28 yards per punt. Good snap. Gets it away. And this one is going to come out of bounds. Let's see where they say that it went out. Looks like it's going to be at the 40-yard line. So decent field position for Piqua here with 5:04 to go in the first half. And the Indians trailing it here 13-0 on senior night.
That ref ran about 7 yards past. That's where he ended up spotting the ball. He was on a dead sprint, went way past it, and then came back 7 yards. That was pretty funny. We got to smile or we'll cry tonight. Got to smile at something right now.
It's early.
It is early.
Caden Thomas calls the signals. Jericho Burns off to his right. They give the ball to Burns. Burns tries to bounce to the outside. He gets away from one man. Another man gets it down to the 50-yard line as he is taken down. Julius Spradling. Is there nothing Julius Spradling is not doing out there tonight? A nice run that time by Jericho Burns. Gets the ball out. They're going to spot it to 49, so not a good spot for Piqua. And they are a yard short of a 1st down, just inside the right hash mark.
That was all Jericho Burns on that play. He had a guy on him right after handoff, but he scooted free for 9 yards.
Here goes Jericho Burns once again to the outside. He's got the 1st down and quite a bit more before being forced out of bounds down around the 41-yard line. In that area, you've got Julius Spradling. You also had Isaiah Foster there as well. So a 1st down for Piqua as they move the ball into Sidney territory here. 4:20 to go in the first half. Sidney 13, Piqua nothing. 2 wide left, 1 to the right. Noah Coleman off the line on the left side. Back to pass. Here is Caden Thomas. Got time, throwing long, and that ball is intercepted by Julius Spradling.
Well, partner, you nailed it. What isn't he doing right now? And he just got an interception after a tackle and after a bunch of catches on offense. The problem there was Caden Thomas stared at his receiver the entire play. Never looked the safety off. And Spradling knew exactly where he was going with the ball and just treated it like it was a throw to him and went up, high-pointed it, landed inbounds, and that's a problem.
Yeah, there were double coverage on that, too. So, as you say, telegraphing it pretty much all the way along. So, Sidney with the ball on their own 17-yard line. Isaiah.
Julius Spradling, your ball carrier.
Now they're going to say Spradling out of the backfield. Yes, indeed it was. They really mix it up with these guys. So instead of putting Isaiah Foster back there, now Foster's going to be back there, and Spradling's going to be over in a slot on the right side. To the near side, they've got Tanner Snyder. So working out of the pistol, Isaiah Foster. Going to take the ball, find a hole over on the right side, and get it out close to around the 24-yard line, I would say. That'll bring up a 3rd down now. 3rd down and 2 for the Yellow Jackets.
Really important 3rd down right here for Piqua. They got to get off the field and not give up any more points before the half and maybe give their offense a chance, a late first half touchdown.
Well, they sent Tanner Snyder in motion and instead give the ball to the back, Isaiah Foster, who just kind of falls his way ahead to the 40-yard line. So just shy of 3 minutes to go in the first half. And another first down here for Sidney.
It's great blocking up front for Sidney. They just cleared the way. I mean,
and they give the ball again to Foster, but this time gets it to the line of scrimmage and is met there by John Hess. Hess doesn't let him go any further. It'll be a second down and 10.
That was a perfectly timed run blitz. Hess got in there right as they basically were handing the ball off and made a great play.
3 wide receivers off to the right side. Again, the back's going to try and take it up the middle, and Piqua's having none of it. In there, Owen Schuller for the stop. Also in there, Zayden Allen. So with a gain of 1 on that one, it is a 3rd down and 9 with the ball close to the 41-yard line, their own for Sidney. Looking over to the sideline, again with 3 wide receivers on the right side. They're going to move Isaiah Foster off to the left hip of the quarterback, Ethan New. New back to pass, throws over the middle, and that was intercepted. Grabbing that ball is
Jay
Hancock. Hancock is able to bring it back across the 40 down to, well, let's see. They're going to spot it at the 40-yard line, looks to be. So Jay Hancock stepped right in front of that one, and the sophomore gives the ball back to Piqua here late in the first half. 1:47 to go. So a lot to get done here, and not a heck of a lot of time to do it. Piqua has already used one of their timeouts.
It's exactly what the doctor ordered, but you gotta get some points here. You can't waste this opportunity.
Piqua lining up, out of the gun, the give. Jericho Burns bounces to the outside, gets nowhere. And now we're going to have a flag come in on that play. He was brought down. He was brought down on the play by John Lyons.
Holding, number 55.
And it's going to be a holding call against Piqua.
There's your favorite hold. Same side judge called another hold. That's the 4th one I think he's called tonight. You got to be real careful if you're on that side of the field because he's looking for it every time. And that is a killer penalty.
Well, they say you could probably call holding on every play. Ball back to the 49-yard line of Sidney. Snap. Here's Caden Thomas, cuts the corner and runs out of bounds at the 43.
Caden Thomas, your ball carrier.
So picked up some nice yardage on that one, but still not back to the original line of scrimmage.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
So that takes us to a 2nd down now. 2nd down and about 14. Now the referee. I don't know what he was. He was over there. He was talking to Chip Hare.
I'm not sure what the deal was with that.
The ball is just inside the near hash bar. 1:20 to go in the half. Piqua down by 13. 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right. Noah Coleman in motion, right to left. Under a heavy rush. Here's Caden Thomas. He throws it out there, and it is complete. Got the ball to Rayshawn Garrett. Garrett down to the 32-yard line.
Gotta go. 3rd and, you're looking at 3rd and 4 or so, looks like. But you're too far out right now. You got to get some yardage.
Inside a minute to go. Looking for the snap here, out of the gun. Throwing over on the left side. It is complete. Drake Owen. He grabbed that ball. Now, Drake had a bad week last week. He dropped a couple that were right on his hands, but grabs that one for the first down, which stops the clock with 47 seconds left to go in the half.
You still got 2 timeouts now, but you gotta earn some yardage. No penalties. You gotta play disciplined football here.
Ball at the 29. At the left hash mark. 2 wide right. 2 split left. Jericho Burns lines up off the left hip. Caden Thomas. Again, the throw. This one. A little bit too tall for Drake Owen. So that brings up a second down. 4 seconds go off the clock on that one.
Not the worst idea there. You to throw it to the sideline so you're not running it, and if it's incomplete, you get to stop the clock and it doesn't hurt you too much. I'd like to see them work the middle of the field since they've got 2 timeouts if they can. If they can find something, I think that Sidney's sitting on those routes on the edges there.
Again, from the left hash mark. In motion, left to right, Rashawn Garrett. Back to throw, looking over the middle, and incomplete. Looking over the wrong shoulder, it looked like to me was Noah Coleman. And that brings up 3rd down and 10.
Well, he threw it to Noah Coleman, I think, but Keaton Bolden was wide open at the next level in the end zone. So they almost ran into each other, actually, because I think Keaton Bolden was coming back towards the ball because he thought that was to him, but it was to Noah Coleman, and it was not successful.
On 3rd down and 10. Jericho Burns on the left side of the quarterback. Back to pass, Caden Thomas. And threw that one a little bit short as he targeted Rashawn Garrett. On the coverage that time was Julius Spradlake, and that brings up 4th down.
He's just off on those last two outs. Those are some tough timing patterns. Those are pretty long throws for a quarterback. You'd like to see him give him an opportunity to throw something a little shorter. Essentially, now they're in 4th down spot. They got to go a little bit longer.
So on 4th down and 10. Ball at the 29. And now, timeout is called by Piqua. We'll take a 30-second break here. It is 13-0. Sidney leading Piqua. We are late in the first half on 98.1 FM, 1570 WPTW and the Indian Nation station.
Buffalo Wings and Piqua is located at 989 East Ash Street. They have 45 TVs to watch all the live sports that you can imagine and offer a wide variety of food options. From burgers to wings, nachos, and yes, the pretzel bites, there's something for everybody. Stop by the Piqua Wings and Rings location before the game to get fueled up for the competition and after for the celebration.
A 4th and 10 facing the Indians here as they come out. They got Noah Coleman wide to the right in the slot right side. That's Keaton Bolden. Also, man wide to the left. The back Jericho Burns, quarterback Caden Thomas. Back to pass, now runs it ahead and runs right into a willing Raven Ferguson, who just takes him to the turf, and that's it. Piqua gives it up on downs here with half a minute to go in the half.
I'm not so sure what happened there, but Jericho, who had been blocking every down, did not stick around and left. And if he had just thrown it up to him, he was wide open, and he would have gone in for a touchdown. But I think he put his head down because he was worried about the blitz coming at him. But man, if he had just thrown that thing in the air, that he was open for 6. But the pass rush was right on him, though.
So with 30 seconds left to go in the half, out of the pistol, they give it to Foster. Foster falls ahead, gets it down to the 41-yard line. So a pickup there of 7, 2nd and 3 coming up here now. And Sidney's going to call a timeout. It'll be a 2nd and 4. 5 seconds go off the clock. 25 seconds left here. A reminder that here on WPTW, our game's brought to you by Alley and Bradle, First Choice Paint and Body, Jameson and Yanesi Funeral Home, Sunset Meats, Smitty's Bicycle and Locksmith Services, Family Farm and Home, Melcher Sowers Funeral Home, Piqua Lumber, Arbogast Ford, Piqua Furniture Company, Piqua Battery, Roofmaster, Bushnell's Collision, Morse Comfort Systems, and our TV sponsors on the Indian Nation station, Lemon Meringue Floral Boutique, Bits and Pieces, This and That's Candy on Main, Dick Lumpkins. We'll tell you more about those folks coming up here in a little bit. But now on 2nd and 4, back to pass, Ethan New in the right flat. It is complete once again.
News pass.
They get it over there on the far side. And they find Tank Fleming over there for a first down with 19 seconds to go here in the first half. Edison State, Robert Brothers Comfort, Dr. Littlejohn, Little Caesars, Buffalo Wings and Rings. Also among those who bring you the games here on the Indian Nation station. Tank Fleming is targeted once again. And he'll pick up a good 6 yards on that one, so that'll bring up now a 2nd and 4. Atlanta Sportswear, Craddock's Corporation, Kathy Henney Team, and Harmony Systems. So we got everybody out there.
You can catch the Billings coaches.
So I rush through those and we go to a timeout. Timeout is called here by Sidney. This will be their second. Each team with one timeout left to go with 11 seconds left here. Next week, Sidney's going to be home against Troy. And as we have mentioned, Piqua is going to be on the road for the regular season finale at Fairborn. That'll be a 6:45 pregame. 98.1 and 1570 WPTW radio. So the two teams in their respective huddles over with the coaching staffs. Now we come out here on a 2nd and 4 for Sidney. The Yellow Jackets would like to put some more points on the board before they go to the halftime locker room. They lead it 13-0. Out of the pistol. Back to pass, New. Rolls to the near side, looking. And he's got a man open there, but good coverage that time as Julius Spradling was the man who was supposed to get that pass, but the Piqua Indians were right there and knocked that ball away as they both fell to the ground. 1 second to go.
Pass, lost it down, 5-yard penalty.
So an illegal forward pass. So with the loss of down, and it's going to take it back. And now timeout is once again called by Sidney with a second left on the clock.
Saturday, November 16th, PIAB will be
so here in 2024, Sidney lost 48-21 to Bellefontaine, and then that game that they won against Stebbins, unbelievable score, 67-55. They lost to Xenia 48-7. They beat Fairborn 37-27. They beat West Carrollton 58-14 and Greenville 43-6. And then they lost their last two against two of the better teams around, Tip 42-6. And Butler 46-43. There you see the student section here at Alexander Stadium. Out here on the final time on their home turf to support the 2024 Piqua Indians football team. So with 1 second left to go. Two wideouts on either side. They work just inside the right hash mark. Foster the back. New running it ahead. He's going to get first down. It's not going to matter there as he is brought down at the 30-yard line and time expires. So time is
And our halftime
It's
score,
fleeting.
Sidney 13,
And right
Piqua
there,
0.
it got down to 0-0-0, and we're at halftime. The Sidney Yellow Jackets with a 13-0 lead on Piqua here. As we go to halftime, Piqua will have the ball to begin the second half of play. We'll be back with our halftime activities coming up after this break here on 98.1 FM 1570 WPTW and the Indian Nation Station.
stage. Tonight, we are thrilled to present a selection of our 2024 competition show titled Forge. Sit back and stomp along as we play Iron Man. To the field as they join for our special halftime performance. These 75 additional students have been working hard over the past 5 weeks to bring you an incredible performance this evening. They make up a large portion of our student body at PJHS and are involved in many sports clubs and extracurricular activities. We are so happy that they have continued to pursue music with us each day. The group's first selection this evening is Land of 1,000 Dances. Get on your feet and clap along to this popular halftime hit. Fallbrook tomorrow as they compete at 1:45. You can check us out here in Alexander Stadium on November 4th at 4 p.m. when the marching band performs in OMEA State Marching Band Finals. Best of luck to everyone.
I was thinking about the band, I was thinking about the fans. We were underground, loading merch in that 12-passenger van in a small club in Minnesota, and the snow outside of First Ave. I just wanted my name and a star. Now look at where we at, still growing up, still growing up. I would lay in my bed and dream about what I've become. Couldn't wait to get older, couldn't wait to be some. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would've told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Wish I didn't think I had the answers. Wish I didn't drink all of that glass first. Wish I made it to homecoming, got up the courage to ask her. Wish I would've gotten out of my show. Wish I put the bottle back on that shelf. Wish I wouldn't have worried about what other people thought and felt comfortable with myself. Rooftop open, and the stars above. Moment frozen, sneaking out and falling in love. Me, you, and that futon, we just begun. On the grass dreaming, figuring out who I was. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would've told me, babe.
We await for period number 3 coming up here of this battle between the Piqua Indians and the Sidney Yellow Jackets. Tom Michaels, Brian Gillespie. Back at the radio studio, we've got Justin Phelan right here in the TV studios. We got nothing other than AJ Ganger. And we are going to give you some stats from that first half. And they don't tell a whole lot about Piqua, do they?
No, there's not a lot to be said. I mean, 0 points, 5 first downs the whole first half. They rushed for 57 yards. The unfortunate part is they've only gained 17 yards passing. 4 for 10 with an interception. 23 plays for a total of 74 yards. As compared to Sidney, who kind of shot themselves in the foot occasionally with a penalty. But man, they just kind of went up and down the field on quite a few drives. They had 14 first downs. They rushed for 85 yards, threw for another 179. 264 to 74 yard difference in the first half. And that's with only a 3-minute possession time difference. So you just, you've let them go up and down the field, and you've had chances. You just can't get off the field when you need to sometimes, and you also just can't get points. And you've held a pretty good offensive team to 13, but you can't score against a team that is not very good defensively, at least if you look at the statistics. They've got to do better in the second half. They've got to mix it up, do some things that are against tendencies, give themselves a chance to get the ball in the end zone. The good news is they start with the ball here in the second half.
They do indeed. Micah Talley's going to be one of those who is back deep. And again, I'm not sure where Micah has been. Probably an injury situation there that we had not seen him since earlier here in the season. Now getting ready to do the kicking off will be Michael Morrow, the sophomore, wearing number 82 out there. He also tried that first extra point, which was blocked. So he's going to be kicking right to left. And we are about ready to go here with our second half. Morrow to the ball. Sends this one down. It's taken here on the near side, bringing it back. Rayshon Garrett, return. And he gets it right up to about the 25-yard line. So that's where Piqua's going to take over here, 1st and 10.
Well, they tried a good bit of running the first half. I mean, they did. Caden Thomas was kind of bailing on his passes and ran 4 times. And Jericho had 9 carries for 53 yards, which is pretty good, 6 yards per carry. But there weren't a lot of plays to be had there. I think they need to adjust their strategy here in the second half. Let's see if they do.
Joey Bosco wide to the left, slot man, Rayshon Garrett. Caden Thomas on the give once again, trying it up the middle, now bouncing to the outside, still on his feet. And now down Jericho across Burns, the 35-yard line is Jericho Burns.
Straddling in on the stop.
So that was absolutely all effort there by Jericho Burns.
Yeah, he did a nice job of running up into the line and then bumping it outside once he got that defender sealed inside. And then slipped some tackles as well.
So first down for Piqua. Ball now to the 35-yard line. They look over to the sideline. Looking at, they've got the boards back up there again, the signboards. Giving the play call here. 2 wide left, 1 right. In motion, Noah Coleman. And the ball goes right through the hands of the quarterback as he has to go back there and
Caden Thomas falling on the wall.
Fall on that ball. And so it's been that kind of a night. So that's going to put Piqua back deep in their own territory. They've just gotten the first down. That was a high snap. Caden Thomas still could have easily gotten that one with a little bit of a jump to his step. So now here,
2nd in a century.
Yep. They're going to give the ball again.
Jericho Burns.
Burns.
Face mask. I think they just got bailed out. Is that an automatic first down? Or is it just 15 yards?
And we'll wait and see here. Officials talking it over.
I watch so many different levels of football, I get confused sometimes. Oh my goodness. Wait a second.
Sorry. Personal foul, face mask, number 5. Sorry, guys.
Whoa, that mic just popped in and out. I have no idea what he said.
He said personal foul face mask, and it was against number 5, who is Ethan New. So that moves it on ahead. So it'll be a second down here, but second down much more reasonable. Right now, they're keeping the ball on the ground with Jericho Burns, and he'll pick up yardage
Fleming on the stop for Sidney.
right around. Oh, now there's a little bit of duking going on out there.
I think on 2nd and 14 down 13-0, I think there's, at some point you got to air that thing out. Now you put yourself in a 3rd and 11, 3rd and 10. This is a difficult spot for this offense. They have not gotten very many 3rd and longs this year.
So they're at 3rd and 10, back to the original line of scrimmage here, after having been a 1st and 33. Out of the gun, rolling near side, looking ahead, and that ball is knocked away by Julius Spradling as they look for Keaton Bolden, and now we're going to have another flag here that comes in late. So
taunting. Not a good decision by Julius Spradling there. You just got to play football, and he went a little over the line there, and that got 15 more yards. Piqua bailed out again.
Joey Voskuhl.
Unsportsmanlike, number 7 white.
Joey Voskuhl, the ball was laying on the turf. He went over and got it and handed it to the official like, we're the nice guys.
Yeah. That's what you got to do. That's sportsmanship. You'll get. What is it about honey? They say
you get more bees with honey than you do with walnuts. Well, I don't know.
I know. We're supposed to be the experts here. We're on the radio.
I wish you hadn't started that whole thing.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so now they're at midfield on a 1st and 10. They need anything they can to turn things around, but they go up the middle again and pick up a couple of yards with Jericho Burns. Nine and a half minutes to go here. He'll pick up, I'm just going to say about a yard, so it'll be 2nd and 9 coming up. Keaton Bolden is wide to the right, in the slot right side. You've got Rashad Garrett, man inside him. I believe that's Coleman. One man wide to the left. Quick throw out on the near side. Keaton Bolden with it. He's down to the 45. He is out of bounds, just shy of the 40-yard line. And that's going to be a 1st down for Piqua here with 8:55 to go in the 3rd, trailing at 13-0 to Sidney.
We got a wrong spot here. They put it on the 39, and the guy's asking for it on the 40 as well. I think that's what you have to do, that they really have that inside blocked up. I think you got to use the short passing game as your running game right now.
You can get more bees with honey? No, that's not.
We got to call in old AJ Ganger, see if he can get that one for us.
From the right hash mark, Piqua. Keaton Bolden to the right, slot is Rashad Garrett. 2 men to the wide side of the field. Out of the gun. The give to the 40-yard line. So a pickup.
Luke Carter
maybe one. Luke Carter comes in there to stop the ball carrier, Jericho Burns.
The original, it may or may not have been, you catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar.
Flies, yeah.
Flies.
I don't know, I had walnuts and other things.
Hey, walnuts, close enough. We'll take it.
On 2nd and 10. Again, Burns to the right side. Keeps his feet going down across the 30 to the 28-yard line before being upended there. Coming in there for the stop was Keel Van Zandt. So first down for the Indians here, and this has been, after a disastrous start, perhaps their best drive of the game.
You get a lot, those 30 yards in penalties, man, that gave the Piqua a jump start. They may end up regretting that big time if you're Sidney.
Out of the gun, 2 to the short side of the field, 1 to the wide side. There's a fumble, and Sidney has the ball. Falling on it was DeMarcus Fleming.
And Sidney will take over.
Well, as we say, it's been that kind of night.
That's the second odd snap on that drive. They were bailed out on the first one, but that one was high, but still could have probably been reeled in.
Ball's at the 34-yard line of Sidney, just inside the near hash mark. 2 either side, out of the pistol. They give it to Foster. Big hold there. He's got the first down across the 45 to the 47. In for the stop for Piqua. You've got Jay Hancock as one of those, but a first down here for the Yellow Jackets. Their second-year coach, Dave Tainer, came into this game 9-10 here. His career mark is 21-20 as a head coach. Now on 1st and 10 with the ball at the 47. Man in motion, they'll give it to him, and he's going to be taken down there. And that appeared to be
Isaiah Martin leading the charge for the Indians.
DeMarcus Fleming.
They'll bring up second down.
He picks up 1. Did kind of a big loop around in the backfield.
That might have been Spradlin again, actually. Okay. They're all over the place. They want to get that guy as many touches as possible, it seems. I don't blame him. He's a heck of an athlete.
Out of the pistol formation, looking over on the near side, ball complete to Tank Fleming. Fleming across the 35 to close to the 34.
Rayshon Garrett on the stop for the Indians.
It's first down, and they're going to spot it at the 35-yard line. So after the fumble, Sidney once again on the march. 2 wides either side. They're going to keep it on the ground. Foster across the 30 to the 29-yard line. This is going to bring up a 2nd down and 3 coming up here. Piqua's got one more shot at it next week. That'll be at Fairborn. The Skyhawks have been a kind of an inconsistent team this year. They give the ball, Isaiah Foster. Foster just keeps running, stepping over people, stepping on people, and stepping down to the 15-yard line for another first down for the Yellow Jackets.
That run will be enough for a Yellow Jacket first down.
And the ball spotted just shy of the 14. Ethan Newover looking to his bench with the signal. Wide left, Tank Fleming. Spradlin. In the slot right side. Take it up the middle.
Ball carrier. Zayden Allen leading the charge for the Indians.
Isaiah Foster.
Bring up 2nd down.
Zayden Allen, the man who stops him with 4:50 to go in the 3rd. Fast-moving 3rd period. No scoring here in this period. And more penalties than we have scoring, that's for sure. 13-0, steady the lead on Piqua. Here, 4.5 minutes to go in the period. Out of the pistol. You're finding a big hole down to the 5-yard line, which is real close to a first down. Let's see.
Joey Voskel in on the stop for the Indians.
It's going to depend on the spot. Foster was the ball carrier. He did not get it. He is less than a yard short. So a 3rd and 1 here. And
Foster,
enough yardage for the first down.
Isaiah Martin leading the charge for the Indians.
Again, they go with Isaiah Foster, and Isaiah Martin, the man who stops him.
For a Sidney first down.
Tell you what, they just kind of gashed him right up the middle. I mean, it hasn't been anything, not a lot of smoke and mirrors here. It's just we're stronger, we're going to be more physical than you, and they've been able to clean that Piqua defensive line out of the way, and Foster's been going right off the guard.
3 yards away from pay dirt once again. Ethan New's going to keep it himself. He finds lots of running room to the outside for the touchdown. Ethan New takes it in, and it's 19-0. Sidney. Now the adventure comes with the kicking game for the Yellow Jackets, and on to do the kicking will be Grady Mitchell. Grady Mitchell, 1 of 1 tonight. Mitchell came in 22 of 30 this year. Pushed it through the uprights, good, and it's 20-0. Sidney leads Piqua with 3:37 left to go in the 3rd period. Back after this 30-second break. 98.1 FM, 1570 WPTW, and the Indian Nation Station.
For years, we've continued to lose our best and brightest students to other universities. They're going off to major in fields like business, education, nursing, and engineering, even taking classes online. And they couldn't be happier. We couldn't be happier either. After all, that's how we planned it. With Edison State's Bridge to Bachelor's degree program, get your 2-year degree and 4 classes at Edison State, and then easily transfer to a state school. Save thousands of dollars and get the great education with Edison State.
Rashawn Garrett and Jay Hancock back deep for the Indians.
Sidney getting ready to kick off, leading it 20-0. I think the most surprising thing here is that with the defense that we have seen out of Sidney previously this year, right now they've got a shutout going against Piqua. Morrow kicks this one off. It's going to come down, be taken here on the near side. Rashad Garrett runs out of bounds around the 24-yard line. Forced out over there.
Knocking him out of bounds.
The kicker, Morrow, is the one who came over there and made sure he went out of bounds. So it is getting late here for the Piqua Indians to get anything going in this one. They look like 20.
I mean, they don't have time to run slow. They got to speed up and they got to score quick. I mean, being down 20-0 with 3:32 left in the 3rd quarter.
Drake going wide to the left in the slot left side. Debo Nisley. And again,
Burns, your ball carrier.
Tripped up this time is
Julius Spradling.
Jericho Burns. Julius Spradling gets him by the ankle and just kind of flips him down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Julius Spradling came to play tonight. You can tell this is his senior year. He's going to make the best of it in his final game against Piqua. Man, he has been awesome. All over the field on defense and making plays all over the field on offense as well.
He only had 15 tackles coming into this game. Feels like he's had that many tonight. On 2nd and 7. Over the left side this time will go Jericho Burns. He's down to the 35-yard line, and that's going to be a first down for the Indians.
Again, though, running the ball like this and 10 yards at a time, it might work, but you better kick more. You got to make one big play. You got to make a 60-yard run or something if you can.
2 wide left, 1 to the right. Jericho Burns lined up to the right of the quarterback. Caden Thomas takes the ball and gives it to Burns. Burns gets absolutely no place. He is put down there again. Luke Carter among those who stopped them, but there was pretty much a wall of white shirts there. gets about a yard before he was driven back, so it'll be a 2nd and 9.
Not a lot of urgency here by Piqua. They're still taking their full time. They're 20 seconds into the play clock. They're kind of running it like it's a 0-0 ball game. I'm getting confused by this whole scenario here.
Jay Hancock is the wideout to the right side. Keeping the ball is Caden Thomas. Thomas finds a hole. Thomas across the 45. He keeps the legs turning to the 48-yard line.
Jalen Lyons.
And then he is finally taken down. Ethan New among those who is there to put him on the turf. Also looked like Draven Ferguson.
If you're going to run the ball, that's the type of chunk runs you need, but you need more of those. One every now and then is not going to cut it in this 20-0 game.
1:15 to go in the third. 1st and 10. Piqua at their own 48-yard line. 3 wideouts to the far side of the field. Quick hitter on that far side. They get the ball, and Jay Hancock will take that ball, fall ahead. He'll pick up about 5 yards after the catch. And let's see. Yeah. Not a good spot for Piqua, so he picks up 4. Ball down into Sidney territory now at their 48-yard line. Just inside the left hash mark. 3 wideouts to the right this time. Handoff goes to Burns. Burns across the 45 down to the 44-yard line.
Marcus Fleming in on the stop.
In there on the stop, Sean Strominger.
We'll bring up 3rd down.
And that clock's just ticking down. You're running out of time in the 3rd quarter. You're just going to go into the 4th quarter.
Yep, the clock is down to 2-1, and that's it for the 3rd. So we move now to our final period, and Piqua is trailing Sidney 20-0. Back after this 1-minute break. 98.1 FM, 1570 WPTW, and the Indian Nation station.
The winner for tonight, the winning ticket number is 383111. Again, that is 383111. If that is your ticket, please come up to the home press box to collect your money. Thank you. Burns, your ball carrier.
First play of the 4th quarter. The give goes to
stop for Sidney.
Jericho Burns, who picks up a first down on a
first down.
2-yard. It's what he needed, but he got more than that. Gets the ball down to Sidney's 36-yard line. 2 wide to the right. Jay Hancock to the left. Burns to the right of the quarterback, takes the ball, and he is going to be put down to the turf by Ethan New. So didn't gain much on that one.
We'll bring up 2nd down.
So it'll be a 2nd down coming up here. Pickup of, it doesn't look like he got much of anything, so we'll call it 2nd and 10.
It's taking way too long.
Not a lot of urgency. Drake Owen wide to the right. Debo Knivesley in the slot right side. In motion, Noah Coleman left to right. Burns finds a hole.
Burns,
and then is tripped up. Burns put down by Julius Stradley. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Third down and 7 on that pickup of 3. Nearing 10.5 minutes to go in the home season. One final regular season game, that's next week. That will be at Fairborn. Have that one for you on radio beginning at 6:45. Here's a toss over to the right side to Noah Coleman. It is complete, and he is spun out of bounds by Ishad Diamande, the defensive back, 5'9" junior. So a first down here for Piqua.
First down.
And that was a nice play. It just should have been run 7 or 8 seconds ago. Not running down the clock 10, 20 seconds per play.
Inside the right hash mark. Jay Hancock wide to the left. Swap man Debo Nisley to the right. Drake Owen. Give again. Jericho Burns. He'll pick up maybe a yard on the play, brings up second down. I'd like to thank everybody here who has made everything so great during this 2024 football season at Piqua. Record hadn't been what anybody wanted, but everybody sure been nice to us. So we thank them, Chip Hare, and everybody involved. Here's a throw on the right side. It is incomplete. Was looking for Debo Nisley. Going through his hands, it's a little bit high. So that'll bring up third down.
To bring up third down. Again, ladies and gentlemen, the 50-50
clock stops with 9:15 to go in the game.
383-111. Again, 383-111. Come on up to the home press box to collect your money.
Sidney has scored in each quarter thus far. And of course, in that first score in the first quarter, the extra point was blocked. This time, Burns lines up to the left of Caden Thomas. Thomas back to pass. Thomas throws and overthrows by probably 10 feet. The intended receiver, Jay Hancock.
Pass intended for
that'll bring up fourth down.
Jay Hancock comes up.
There's just been something off about the passing game today. Has looked very similar to the previous season. They had gotten it on track a little bit this year. It looked a lot better, but tonight it just hasn't been there. Yeah, it's either a drop pass or a bad pass. It just they haven't connected well tonight in the passing game.
So on 4th and 9, nicely in motion. Back to pass, now rolling to the near side, looking, getting rid of the ball.
There's one.
Complete to Noah Coleman. Inside the 5-yard line, got it down to the 2. First and goal to go, Piqua. We got a flag on the play.
Side judge on the Sidney side strikes again.
Illegal man downfield, blue, number 26.
I think he might have been covered up. He was on the end of the line, but he might have been covered up on the line, so he couldn't go out for a pass. If he would have been off the line or the receiver would have been off the line on that side, I think that would have given him the free rein to go out for a pass. I think that was the issue there.
So that's going to take it down to a 4th and 14.
And again, as you say, partner, that's about what it's been like all night tonight for the Piqua Indians. Just something wrong at every turn.
Out of the gun. Caden Thomas. Back to pass. Looking. He's got time. He's got the man this time. It's Noah Coleman for the touchdown.
Wow, what a play. Great play right there.
And don't think there's any flags being flown this time.
And there are signs of life at long last with 8:27 to go here.
So, 20-6. Piqua closes it down. Now, Piqua can score a couple of quick touchdowns. Now, I know that's easier said than done, but keep in mind that missed extra point. But here comes Piqua trying for the 2-point conversion, and it's incomplete.
High snap.
Forget what I just said.
You spoke too soon, partner.
Yeah, Gavin Larger was out there, but they faked it. Went for 2 and didn't get it. So, it's 20-6 with 8:27 to go here in the fourth period. Back after this 30-second break on 98.1 FM 1570 WPTW and the Indian Nation station.
Just when you think you got something going, it'll kill you.
But they went on a fake for the 2-point conversion and missed, so it's 20-6. Gavin Larger getting ready to kick off here for Piqua as he approaches from right to left. Squibs this one down. It is taken at the 20-yard line, dropped and picked back up. Bringing it to the outside. Once again, here is the guy, Julius Spradling.
Julius Spradling on the return.
So Spradling gets it up to about the 34-yard line, it would appear. And that is where Sidney is going to take over now. 1st and 10 with 8:27 to go in this game.
Okay, you got to get a turnover. You got to get a quick 3 and out. You got to make some sort of big play here. Hope Sidney shoots himself in the foot or something happens in a positive way, because you have run about half a quarter off the clock to get your first touchdown. So
out of the gun, the give. Foster down close to the 40-yard line. That'd be a pickup of 7.
That's not a good start.
Nope.
That's exactly what they did the entire drive last time. Ran right down the gut of the defense, right through the middle, and there's just been no answer in the middle there.
Brings up a 2nd and 3 now. We had 8 minutes to go. 29 times these two teams gotten together. Foster with the ball. Foster's going to be shy of the first down before being driven back.
Schaller leading the charge for the Indians.
Oh my goodness. They gave him the first down.
That would be enough for
play.
a Yellow Jackets first down.
That was generous.
Big time generous. Jace Weber was in on the stop. That was not good. So the ball was out to the 44-yard line.
No hurry for Sidney.
No.
They can take all night if they want.
And you're probably going to see Foster carrying the mail most of the time. There he carries it again. And he just spikes his way down. On first down, he's picking up a lot of yardage. He picks up 6 at least on that one.
Sean Garrett in on the stop for the Indians.
I mean, that's the easy button. I think they gave him 8 there. I mean,
oh my
that's
goodness.
Right down your. I mean, they're not doing anything special right there. They're just running it right at you. And Piqua has no answer right now.
And they got a generous spot to be sure. 2nd and 2. Out of the pistol. Foster, your ball carrier. That'll be a first down.
Jace Weber leading the charge for the Indians.
So they moved the chains as he took it up the middle. Got it right to the line of scrimmage.
Sidney first
there wasn't a whole lot of doubt. And we've got a Piqua player who is shaken up on that play. So we're going to take a 30-second break here. 6:40 left to go in the game. Sidney 20, Piqua 6. 98.1 FM, 1570 WPTW, and the Indian Nation station. Uh-oh.
You ready for scoping?
Foster, your ball carrier. Weston Mars in on the stop for the Indians. We're bringing up second down.
They came back pretty quick on that one. Foster, the ball carrier, and he's going to pick up 4 yards. Bring up a 2nd and 6. Inside 6 minutes to go. Ball now on the Piqua 42-yard line. High step. They're going to throw it out on the left side. It is complete to Tank Fleming.
To Tank Fleming. Izzy Coleman.
And that'll be very close to the yard marker here. Looks like he's probably about half a yard short. They put the ball at the 37-yard line. It's about a yard short. And it'll be a 3rd down and 1 coming up here inside 5.5 minutes to go. 20-6, Sidney with the lead on Piqua. 4th quarter. Ethan New, the quarterback. Spradling in motion. They give the ball to Foster. Foster first down. Foster is tripped up by Rashad Garrett.
Joey Voskel in on the stop for the Indians.
Credit goes to that Sidney offensive line is just leaning on those Piqua defenders. A lot of hands on hips. They're tired, and that, you know, they don't have a lot of momentum right now, and Sidney's line is just obliterating them at the point of attack.
So now, just off the line is Joellen Lyons. Man in motion left to right is Spradlin. There's a bad snap. And now, ball is picked up by Piqua. With the ball, taking it down. Izzy Coleman. Nobody around him. Coleman in. Picks it up.
Indians touchdown.
Wow.
Piqua is back within 20-12 with 4:28 to go.
Oh my goodness. You know, if you could have dialed up anything you could use on that play, that's exactly what you would call for. Man, it looked dire there for a second. But holy mackerel, that's how football is sometimes, sports in general. That's why we love it.
That ball squirted through the hands of the quarterback. Ethan New went back. It was picked up by Izzy Coleman, who just runs it on in. For Izzy Coleman, that's his first touchdown of the year on the defensive side of things. And now on for the extra point is Gavin Larger. Larger.
Gotta have this one.
Awaits the snap. It's down. Kick is up. And the kick is good. With 4:28 to go in this one, Piqua is now back within 7 at 20-13.
Holy mackerel.
We'll keep it here.
I don't know what to say. That is an amazing play. And, you know, Izzy Coleman, Johnny on the spot.
Wow. Well, you got to say it. The Piqua Indians have not given up in this ball game, even if results in the first 3 quarters hadn't been what you wanted to see. But they are keeping after it, and now they're back within a touchdown and an extra point.
And, you know, this puts a little bit of game pressure on Sidney. And, again, Sidney is the team that does not win this rivalry game that often. So now they maybe have a little bit of doubt slip into their head. Maybe they start to get a little extra nerves, and then things can happen positively for Piqua. And maybe we still have a ball game here down the stretch. 4:28 to go. Anything can happen. 3 timeouts. You got as long as you can get a stop or a turnover or something. You know, maybe defense scoring is your best option for Piqua right now.
And again, I go back to the missed. It was a fake point after that they went for 2 and didn't get it. They would be within 6 right now. And here is going to be the onside kick. It went the distance, and it is fallen on by Sidney. So Sidney's going to have the ball in great field
While we have a
position.
break in the action, let's introduce tonight's varsity cheerleader.
That was not an ideal effort on the onside kick.
Introducing
It
first,
looked like somewhere in between an onside kick and a squib kick. He didn't kick it very hard, and it was just easily cradled almost at the 50-yard line. That's not what you're looking for at this point in the game. Now you've given Sidney great field position.
Chambers. Dylan Witherly.
So we get ready for
Brooklyn McGuire.
Sydney's next possession here. They
Brianna
lead it by a
Cox.
20-13 score. 4:27 to go. They're going to be trying to
Grace
take as much
Fusco.
time off that clock as they can, but they're going to pass it
McKenna
over here on the
Watson.
near side to Spradling. Spradling finds
Sophia
big
Jones.
running room
Holding.
after the catch. And we've
Madison
got a
Whitlow.
flag back there at the 47-yard
And
line.
ladies and gentlemen, your
We got a couple of
2024
flags out
Piqua
there.
varsity
Number 14 with the
football
hold.
cheerleaders.
Holding, number 14 on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
There you go. They already gift wrap you. Put it. Now it's 1st and 20. These type of weird things happen when games momentum shift. You know, can you take advantage here? Can you make them punt it to you? Or can you just turn them over? Because, man, if they punt it to you, that means your offense has got to go a long way. That's the problem with that onside kick that wasn't very effective. Your offense has to go forever. Now, they don't have a very good punter, though. Let's keep that in mind. Their punter only averages in the 20s. So if you can force them to punt, maybe you got a shot at getting a real bad punt.
Empty backfield with Ethan New. He's going to keep the ball. He's going to run it ahead.
Ethan New on the quarterback keep.
And so
Zayden Allen on a stop for the Indians.
pick up there. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but still
Bring up
well
second down.
short of the original line of scrimmage. We hit 4 minutes to go. And Sidney,
They want to squeeze that clock as much as they can right now. But, man, Piqua wants to, they've got 3 timeouts. Let's see how they use them.
they bring Isaiah Foster back there into the backfield once again. 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Back to pass. Here's New over the far side. Complete.
New's pass
And going to pick up
intended for Taylor Snyder comes up
yardage
incomplete.
beyond the original line of scrimmage. That ball was
He dropped it.
complete.
He dropped it.
They're saying he didn't get it?
That's that thing here. That's that momentum. Sydney has struggled at the end of games this year. They have blown a couple leads. They've lost close games in a lot of times. And those type of drop passes, you know, those things kill you. And they're getting a little bit nervous here.
So Tanner Snyder couldn't hold on to that one. It is now 3:36 to go. Back to pass. Here's New runs it ahead, and he is going to be
short. He's going to be short by
New on the quarterback keep.
1 yard probably.
Zayden Allen in on the stop for the Indians. Will bring up 4th down.
That'll bring up a 4th down.
Do you punt it, Sidney, or do you go for it on 4th and 1 here? Let's see what they decide.
Well, with their punting game, as you were saying, that's an adventure unto itself.
Do not jump off sides if you are Piqua. They may try to draw you off sides here. Now they're taking a while to make this decision. I think they're going to run it down and call timeout.
If you're Piqua, take the extra beats. Don't get drawn off sides. And now timeout is called. This will be timeout called by Sidney. This will be the first timeout of the second half. There you see Bill Neese. He's sitting there talking to his guys. Well, they have done a
Ladies and gentlemen, again,
nice
we
job
still have no
of
ticket claim for
working
the
their way
50-50
back into this
raffle.
game
The winning number
after
is
what looked like it was a total lost cause.
383-111. Again, the winning ticket number is
2:46 left to go. It'll be a 4th and 1 when we come out of the timeout here.
Press box to
And the
collect your
question,
money.
what is Sidney going to do?
I think they're going for it. I think they're going to let New go right up the middle on a quarterback sneak here. Piqua's really got to get some guys in tighter on this time, because last time they ran that right. Well, they're actually in the pistol here. They may run up and come in tight here in a second. They got to tighten up and.
Foster is the running back. Bradley in motion. Foster with the ball. He's got the first down. Down to the 35-yard line before he is taken down by Izzy Coleman.
For a Yellow Jackets first down.
As well, looks like Joey Voskuhl was there to stop him. So it'll be first down here for Sidney. So kind of the best thing that could happen for the Piqua Indians right now is another turnover to pick up. Because it is getting late. They have all 3 of their timeouts left. Taking a look over to the sideline, let the clock, play clock get down. It's at 8 right now. New calls out the signals. Takes the ball, gives it to Foster. Foster's going to fall forward just shy of a first down.
Joey Voskuhl in on the stop for the Indians.
Joey Voskuhl once again
bring up second
in
down
for the stop. Joey, the 6', 166-pound senior, came into this game with 24 tackles, a couple of interceptions. Back into the game. We see DeMarcus Fleming. He's going to be up there as one of the wideouts. Inside him, Tanner Snyder. Inside a minute and a half now. The give, Foster, first down, across the 20, down to the 18.
Izzy Coleman in on the stop.
Too much
Izzy Coleman again.
Too much through the middle right there. You know, they haven't had a hard time running in between those guard and center holes there. It's been a struggle for that Piqua defense to stop that.
Can I have your high numbers go with the first before you leave?
Nearing 1 minute to go. Sidney 20, Piqua 13.
Not leave any trash. We're going down towards the field again.
14 seconds left to go on the play clock. Now 10. Nearing 50 seconds to go in the game. Piqua not using any of their timeouts so far. And I think the play clock, unless they call the timeout in time.
Dead ball, delay game, number 5, 5-yard penalty.
You have to wonder why, you know, if Piqua hasn't called timeout at some point here with 3 timeouts. I know it's looking a little dire right now, but you would have thought maybe they would start using their timeouts a minute or 2 ago. But they seem like they're just kind of going to let this one run out.
So with 43 seconds to go, in motion to the near side is Foster. New keeps it. Quarterback.
New your ball carrier.
Down across the 20 to about the 19-yard line, which would put the ball right there at the original line of scrimmage. Now timeout is called. Piqua calls the timeout here with 37 seconds to go. Well, we'd like to remind everybody that on radio, our sponsors, Alley and Bradle, First Choice Paint and Body, Jameson and Yanesee Funeral Home, Sunset Meats, Smitty's Bicycle and Locksmith Services, Family Farm and Home, Melcher Sauer Funeral Home, Piqua Lumber, Arbogast Ford, Piqua Furniture Company, Piqua Battery, Roofmaster, Bushnell's Collision, and Morris Comfort Systems. And on TV, Lemon Meringue Floral Boutique, Bits and Pieces, This and That's, Candy on Me, Dick Lumpkins, Edison Steak, Roberts Brothers Comfort, Dr. Littlejohn, Little Caesars, Buffalo Wings and Rings, Atlanta Sportswear, Craig's Corporation, Kathy Henney Team, and Harmony Systems. Once again, they go with the quarterback who just runs it straight ahead. Ethan New. And that's going to be another timeout here for Piqua with 33 seconds to go.
For the Indians.
That is their second timeout. They have one left.
Timeout, Piqua.
I tell you what, that Ethan New is a pretty tough player. He happens to be the special gentleman of one of my players at Houston. Emily Earl, and we had a little bit of a bet tonight, so I had to recognize that she was right, and Ethan had an outstanding game, and it looks like Sidney's going to win this game.
Well, Ethan New came into this ball game with 1,520 yards through the air. That's third in the league. 19 passing touchdowns, which is second in the league, and he was sixth in the league in rushing with 560.
So yeah, he does a little bit of everything, a lot of everything, to be honest, for them. And I'll tell you what, this is, if Sidney's going to win a playoff game, this is the year they're going to have to do it, because they're in after this win. You know, they're going to have a tough matchup, but you know they've got a lot of seniors here that you know they've got a shot at least.
So they're going to get the ball back to the quarterback, New, who runs it ahead, and now, once again, Piqua's going to call the final timeout of this one with 26 seconds to go. It's a 4th and 7 coming up here. And make that a 4th and 4, excuse me.
It looks like, you know, I'm confused by the timeout usage here just because they waited till, I mean, you're down to 30 seconds to start calling timeouts. That's a tough spot to really use your timeouts. You're up against it here, but I guess it is 4th and 4. That will give them a play or two here on offense if they do get to stop. But you are out of timeouts at this point.
Absolutely. So now with 26 seconds to go, Piqua wants to come up with the stop here. And then you're going to see him put that ball in the air. So now coming out of the timeout, Sidney with that 20-13 lead. This is one of the cases where this game has not been as close as the score would indicate until just recently. Julius Spradling will get it down there for the first down.
News pass complete to Julius Spradling.
Going to do it.
Zayden Allen on the stop for the Indians.
So Zayden Allen with the tackle. And let's see, are they saying that it's...
I think you got somebody down injured.
Yeah, we've got
an
injured player down there for Piqua. So with that, it's going to be 1st and goal to go now for the Sidney Yellow Jackets.
This will be the
15 seconds left.
First time they've won 2 in a row since the 70s in this series. That's hard to believe in a series that's played as long as this and as many times as this. That's how much Piqua has dominated Sidney. So this is going to be an extremely exciting and fun victory for them. They haven't been able to have a lot of success at all in this series, and they earned it tonight. That our offensive line was dominant all night long, and their defense really was pretty impressive as well. They had Piqua scouted to a T. Did not make anything easy for that Piqua offense, and the result is a pretty, you know, as you said, it's not as close as the score would appear. Sometimes it's closer than the score would appear. And tonight, Sidney really controlled this game from the start, almost to the finish, outside of a few little mistakes here and there at the end.
So now the clock is rolling, and they're just going to roll it on off here, and that's going to do it. The final score, 20-13.
Here at Alexander Stadium.
Sidney with the win here.
13. We want to thank you all.
Piqua with 2 touchdowns there, including one on the pickup of a fumble and the run back then by none other than Noah Coleman, or Izzy Coleman, excuse me. And so, down on the field, we got the 2 teams with the handshake line. Final score, 20-13, Sidney over Piqua. And when we come back from this break, we'll have the stats for you and close things out here and tell you what's coming up next week. So, 20-13, the final score is Sidney over Piqua, 98.1 FM, 1570 WPTW, and the Indian Nation Station. 30. And back once again here to Alexander Stadium Park Field, where tonight the Piqua Indians fall to the Sidney Yellow Jackets 20-13 for Piqua. Their record now is 3-6, 3-5 in the NVL Miami. Meanwhile, for Sidney, they go to 5-4 overall and 5-3 in the NVL Valley. Tom Michaels, Ryan Gillespie back with you here, and Brian, really didn't seem like the Piqua Indians showed much life in this ball game until pretty late in that fourth quarter.
In the end, it was too little, too late. I mean, you didn't have a lot going on in the first half. In fact, that was about as sleepwalking performance as I've seen them do all year long, which is stunning for the scenario that it is. Sometimes senior night has weird effects on people. Tonight must have been an emotional night for those Piqua kids, and it just drained them. I can't read them. I could read their body language, and there wasn't much there in the first half, and it showed. And Sidney jumped out to a 20-0 lead in the third quarter. Ethan New ran in a 3-yard TD to make it 20-0 with 3:37. It looked dire. Piqua did manage to get a touchdown from Noah Coleman, 20-yard touchdown in the fourth quarter, and they also got an Izzy Coleman, a 70-yard fumble return for a touchdown to make it 20-13. But it definitely was not that close on the stat book, at least. Sidney racked up 417 yards of offense. Isaiah Foster ran 25 times for 133 yards, averaging 5.3, and 95% of his runs were between the guards and over the center, and they just shoved that Piqua defensive front around. New was able to hit 19 of 27 passes, playing pitch and catch with Tank Fleming, who had 9 catches for 95 yards. And then there was Spradling, had 6 catches for 71 yards and a touchdown to go, along with 6 tackles in the game. On the Piqua side, Jericho Burns did rack up 106 yards on the ground, but they just could not get a consistent running game going. Passing basically was very little. Noah Coleman did have 3 catches for 45 yards and a touchdown, but they were not consistent in any way. Owen Schaller did finish with 11 tackles, which is a heck of a game for him. But again, it's a disappointing result here. Now you just face that, okay, we got one more to go. Fairborn, can we get that win and hope we get some help from everywhere else to get into the playoffs? But even in that moment, you're at 16 at best probably at this point, and you're playing Xenia again potentially, or you're playing a heck of an Anderson team. So you put yourself behind the 8 ball big time in this loss in the battle of the battered helmet.
Absolutely. Final score again, Sidney 20, Piqua 13 for the Indian Nation Station. This is our final football telecast of the season. We want to thank everybody, AJ Ganger and the entire crew here, for helping us put on these broadcasts, and hope you have enjoyed them throughout the season. As far as radio goes on WPTW, we've got at least one more as far as Piqua is concerned. We're also going to be looking at playoff football as well. So next week it is Fairborn. We'll be on the air at 6:45 with our pregame show from the brand new stadium there at Fairborn High School. Again, the final score tonight, 20-13. Sidney over Piqua. For AJ Ganger, for Justin Phelan, for my broadcast partner Brian Gillespie, my name is Tom Michaels. You have been watching and listening to Piqua Indians football on 98.1 FM 1570 WPTW and the Indian Nation Station.